Hello, everyone. Um, I'm not a real big buyer of currency, but this Star Note silver certificate, which I'm not going to handle outside of this, was something I got in my change years and years ago. I knew it was a silver certificate, but did not realize it was a Star Note as well. Kind of neat. Now, moving on to a little bit newer one. This is a $2 Star Note, and it's not a real valuable one. It's in good shape. Doesn't appear to be folded or nothing. All right. This is one I got in my change once. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 8, 9, 3. 4 3s in a row. That's kind of neat. I don't know what these other ones are. Or other one. Let's see. I don't know why I kept this one. Oh, it's a 63. It's a little bit older. I mean, that's why I kept that one. That I got in my change as well, along with this one. Now, stuff you buy like this, 1928, and this is a silver certificate. They call it a funny back because the back looks like this. I paid $4 for it. It's a little bit rough. All right. 57 Star Note. Star is right there. It's Series B. It doesn't look a whole lot different than a modern dollar. All right, what's in this? Here's some more Series 57s. 57, 57B, and a 57A. Silver certificates. Not in super great condition, a little bit folded, but they were circulated. A little bit. All right, a 35 Star Note that it's a G, which is it's not in bad shape actually. It's actually in pretty good shape. All right, and then I have a bunch of these 76 $2 bills in this. Well, not a bunch, but several. And they've all been circulated a little bit. This one's probably the crispiest one of the bunch. It's barely seen any circulation. It's been folded, but most of these do get folded. Hope everyone's having a good night. This is 2003, but look at that, 5 9s in a row. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't know anything about generic currency grading services, but it is kind of a neat number to have that many in a row. All right, then I got these Star Notes, which are not silver certificates. Couple 2003 A series. Wait, that's a third. No, it's 3. And then this one's a 2006. And they're all Star Notes, as you can see the star on them. But yeah, I'm not known for having a lot of bills. you know, for this. Here's another 1976 $2 bill in a different folder. This one's not in bad shape either. It's been folded, but it happens. Now, this is being saved for future buying. If something jumps out at me I need. It's kind of like long-term savings. Just keeping it in case something happens and I need money. Because one never knows when you might need some money. Now, foreign money. I've got a few foreign bills. This is Australian. What's this? Philippine. 10 peso. Another Australian one, which is $2. An Australian $1. Canadian $5 bill. It's been taped, so it's kind of rough condition. Still neat though, and the Queen is on there, Queen Elizabeth. Another Philippines 1, 2 peso, I believe it's pronounced. This one is 20 peso. Not sure if it has any real value. I mean, a lot of this just could be demonetized. That's a 5 one, 5 peso. Now, this is a movie motion picture type thing. It's not made out of the right kind of material. It does not look like a legitimate thing, but it's a $1 million. That's pretty crazy. If they ever get to where they feel like they need to make them, inflation's just gone crazy. This Mexican one is a 1,000 pesos. The thing I like about this one though is the pyramid on the back. That's pretty cool looking. It's folded slightly, but it's reasonably crisp. And I have a Yugoslav 5 million dinara. It's Yugoslavia. Probably issued right before the country went kaput. This is a 10,000 pesos, Mexican. And then this is a souvenir piece. The king, the newly crowned king. None of these are really worth much, I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. But since I got all this stuff out, couldn't find, while I was setting up to do this, the horse blanket that I have, which is an old silver certificate, large bill. I do have this, which I just got, full rim on it on both sides. And 1.3 million mint, a little bit low mintage. It's a neat $50. By the way, when you get these, I recommend flattening the staples with a pair of pliers or needle nose pliers. But when they're flat, they won't catch when you put them in a box and rip off this plastic cover. It's one reason why you get them like this. This, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but the full Liberty is visible on these. And this one, it has the arrows by the date. All the little nodules around the edge, the rim, are sharp on this. This one's got pretty good detail left on it. you're getting a little bit of a preview because I filmed videos for this. They won't be going live for a little bit. Go ahead and stamp these down. There you go. Now, this thing, don't want to say what country it's come from, but it's one of the worst countries in the world right now. I think you'll be able to deduce who I'm talking about. This is wire money. It's made out of silver. Hello, Dolly. How you doing today? We'll block off where this is from, but this is the time frame they made them. From 1360 to 1710. It's wire money. This one, think with the writing on there and stuff, you'll probably be able to tell what country it is. But I don't want to say. I was just going through some of my paper money. So if you didn't get a chance to see earlier, you might want to rewatch this because it'll be saved. I'm doing good. I always like to get Barber Hass when they have full rims. Yeah. Ocon Z671. This has the full rim on it, which is one reason why I wanted to get it. And it's a lower mintage, 1.3 million. A lot of these Barbers halves weren't really very large mintage. But I really like getting this. Liberty's totally visible on this. It's kind of dark, but all the little nodules around the rim on both sides is good. So it's probably at least fine grade. Although I don't know. It almost appears like it's slightly bent, but without taking it out, this, I don't know. But anyway, one other thing you might be able to find when you go to your coin dealers, occasionally, I bought this a while back because I don't think it'd be $18 today. But this is the 2011. They're silver, 90%. That's a neat little warship design. That's kind of neat looking too. And then the Glacier with the, I'm not sure, ram of some sort. Chickasaw, which is a bridge. And then this is Washington. The price thing's blocking where this is, but this is Gettysburg. I have another one that's silver proofs. 2017 set. George Rogers Clark, Ellis Island, the Effigy Mounds, Frederick Douglass, and Ozark Riverway. Which, by the way, there is a lot of detail in that house. A lot. They did not skimp putting these designs together. All these coins have a lot. At least the original state quarters were a little more simple than these were. But This is just a 1980 PD&S Susan B. Anthony set, souvenir set they call it. From the mint, I guess. D, Philadelphia. And wait, that's Philadelphia. The one in the middle is San Francisco. Neat little set. Don't pay much for these. These Susan B. Anthony dollars are not really particularly valuable. But hoping that everybody's having a good night. We'll go back to a couple of these. This one, they say it's gem uncirculated 67, 5 nines. That's a cool one. Several of these little $2 bills. A Star Note 35 silver certificate. There's more of them in here, 57s. A lot similar to this one. Maybe a little more wear and tear on them than what this one has. This one's kind of worn though. This is a funny back silver certificate, and that's why they call it a funny back, because the way it looks. Almost done with this. And then the 1995 $2 Star Note, which they sold for $2. And I'm like, I think what happened was the dealer was doing $1 Star Notes for $2 and didn't even look at the bill, put $2 on there because he's selling all the $1 ones for $2. That one's one with 6 threes on it. Got it in my change. But this one I kept. Got it years ago. Got this one years ago in my change. It's a Star Note, silver certificate, series 1935G. It's beat up really bad, but I got it in my change. So this would probably cost you $2 or $3 if you went to a dealer and bought it. Probably, maybe a little more. I don't really know. I just know that I got it for $1. I kept it. Anyway, I was looking for the horse blanket bill I had to include it in this, but it wasn't where I thought it was, so I'm not 100% sure where that is. It might be over here. I can look real quick, but there you go. I'll turn it upside down so I can kind of show it. It's beat up and it's missing a piece of it, but it's one of the large bill, and there are considerably bigger than modern ones. That's why they called them horse blankets. Now, this stuff, these are Bosnia bills that look like they were designed on an Etch-a-Sketch. It's the only other paper I got to show that's handy. And then I have this little piece of history here. These are military pay certificates, 25 cents and 5 cents. And they were issued to prevent U.S. currency from falling in the hands of foreign countries where we were fighting a war. I think these were issued during Korea, or maybe. But anyway, they're kind of neat, and I thought I would save them. by putting them in this, because they get handled too much, they'll probably fall apart. Now we'll pull this out just to have a quick look at it. I did a video for it. Big silver certificate horse blanket. United States of America, $1. I'd like to get one of these that isn't damaged this much, one that's got all the bill to it. But when they have all the bill to it, these start getting pricey, as you can well imagine. Oh, those were World War II? I wasn't sure. I think they did them in Vietnam and Korea as well. But we'll put this back in the thing. What? These little paste certificates aren't cheap. I didn't pay much for them. I think I got both of them for like, oh, you talking about the horse blankets? Yeah. I thought you meant these pay certificates. I'm gonna say they're not real expensive. Now, I do have the coin for this somewhere. This is a shipwreck coin they pulled up. It looks like something like that. Where is that coin? It should be over here. Maybe I can get it real quick. Tripping and knocking a bunch of stuff over. I know it's over here somewhere. I just don't know where. Anyway, back around and have a seat. World War II and Korea on those pay certs. Yeah, certificates. Now, went to my coin dealer the other day, well, jeweler guy, and he had these. I got two of them. And he thought they might have been actual walking liberties that had been bent to make like a button. So he tested them and messed around, ground on this one a little bit, trying to figure out if it's actually silver. But he thought that these were actually replicas made into this, which he was just going to throw them away. And he said, if you want them, you can have them for nothing. So I said, sure. Anytime somebody's willing to give you something for no cost, I'm going to go ahead and take it, because he also gave me this for nothing. It's a Franklin Mint. It's plated silver. It's probably copper nickel on the inside. But I mean, I've seen people try to sell these for online for $20 or so, but I don't think he thought he could get any price out of it, so he just gave it away to me. This is for GNC, first listed on the National Stock Exchange in New York, February 1st, 1967. But, if it's free, I'm going to take it. Usually when you get stuff like this little Netherlands coin, you have to buy these. People don't generally give you this. But if they don't think they can get a good price for it, or it's too, tough to get a price for it, well, the thing about it is, when you go on eBay, we'll put that back up here a second. You go on eBay and you list something, eBay charges you a listing fee. And then if you're selling it to somebody, you're going to have to mail it. So in order to resell this that way, since I paid 14 for it, I would have to list this higher to make up for the listing fee and then the cost of mailing it to someone. I'm not sure how much I'd have to mark it up from this, but it'd have to be some. But it does have a lot of good detail left on this. Yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing about online selling is people use them to think they how much their coins are worth, and then when they try to sell it to somebody who's going to resell it, like a coin dealer would, they expect that they're going to get X, amount of dollars. Well, first thing every coin dealer ever tells you is, I'm going to resell it, so I can't pay you what they say it's worth. The closer to that they do pay you, though, the more fair they are. Now, more fair it seems the coin dealer is. Anyway, put it that way. But yeah, but yeah, I know. I saw where you posted that you done a flea market. Hope you did well at it. But I kind of like this Barber half. It's one of the better shaped ones I have. Oh, once they get into fine and extra fine, the price starts going up rapidly on these because, from what I understand, most of them are VG or below. Not very many fine or very extra fine. You know, well, fine, very fine, or extra fine. And then there's some AU and Mint State ones, but it's kind of like an inverse curve, where a lot of other coins might have a lot of fine to extra fine examples and not very many Mint State. You know, lots of worn ones, and then not a whole lot of the ones in the middle ranges, and a lot less Mint State. But anyway, I do know most of these half dollars that they're Mint State. Yeah, at the flea market, it probably is better because most of the people who watch YouTube and watch your auctions and stuff probably, I'm thinking, have their cell phone out while they're watching your thing and um, seeing what they think they could get out of it or what it's worth. I mean, this, I'm not exactly sure where my coin dealer gets this bid, but he marked it $4 less than what he said the bid is. I'm not sure where he got the price. Um, I think it's a bit lower than what I've seen online for this particular coin. But if he prices it what he think, what the book says, he probably won't sell it very fast because not. It's a nice one, but it's not that nice. That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, I don't. I'm not even sure. If I ever went to a flea market and sold a bunch of my coins, how I would do it. I think what I would do though is get a lot of the common date ones that are circulated, put them in a box with a specific price and not what's on the card. Just say you can pick what you want out of this box for, say, 20x the face. So I'd have common date walkers or something, and I'd say you can buy them at, I don't even want to be a good price today, probably about 24x or $12 would be and the ones I'd sell would be carded like this, but not this one. I have what I call my disposable coins that if I really had to sell, I would sell a lot of them or all of them if I had to. But this one I think is a permanent collection type when I'm not planning on selling it. And probably none of my Seated Liberty coins. I don't think any of them would be ones I'd want to sell unless, it's like, well, if I don't sell this, I don't eat. That kind of situation. Hopefully, I won't be in that kind of situation. But I do have a friend who got himself into a bad situation. And he's trying to sell some stuff that he bought that I might want a couple items. You know, he's down on his luck a little bit and he needs some cash. It happens. But, but I might get a couple cap bust half dollars off of him. And we shall see, I guess. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Uh, uh, and that was in Ohio, from what I understand, the flea market. It's not that far away from where I live. It's just because I live in Indiana. But I don't know. I do enjoy these mint sets, though. Silver ones. You probably wouldn't get this cheap now. Silver was lower then when I bought it. And this one was only $18 when I bought it. 90% silver coins. Proofs. Kind of neat. Anyway, I've been on for a little while. I think I should probably shut her down for the night. Showed off the currency stuff that I wanted to, which is most of the currency, bills, paper money that I have. I mean, I do have a few other ones that I did videos for, but they're not here because they were the big face $10 bills I did video for. And I think a Series 74 $10 bill I had, maybe a couple other ones, but they're not handy. I have them still, but they're just not handy. Anyway, I'm hoping that y'all have a good night. And I definitely want more Seated Liberties. I want to get $1, but the dollar ones are pretty expensive. But I do have enough of common date stuff, half dollars, quarters, dimes, that maybe I could work out a trade with somebody, because coin dealers always need inventory. I mean, my coin dealer told me that the other day that his turnover runs 30% to 60% in a week or two's time. He buys and sells. And it goes out the door pretty quick. So if he has something you want, you generally better buy it when you see it, because it probably won't be there very long. So anyway, I'm hoping that everyone has a good night. I have to go to work early in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Thanks, Dolly, for stopping by. And we will thank ConZ671 for stopping by. And I hope that you all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.